Okay, Ben says, a client getting questions, starting with little to no resources. If you had to have an SEO client by next week, what would you do to make it happen? Me, video email. So what I call Vmail. That was how I first started off getting clients when I first branched out from just doing lead gen and started landing like clients as an client consulting work. I did it with video email, and I literally built my business with my client-based business from video email. It was the most effective way to contact and to prospect for clients was video email. Okay. Nice. And if I pause the screen for a minute, I can get you a link to
I remember that guy. It was pretty good. The guy that you made, the video prospecting.
Yeah. And I've got a link to an opt-in form that you can opt in to get free video or free training on how to do video email if you'd like. I'm going to have to pause the screen to get it. Maybe what I'll do is when the webinar is over, here, I'll make a note of it and I'll post it. I'll tag you, Ben, so that you get notified. Just a minute. I'm writing a note. Vmail opt-in. And you opt in, you'll get the free training for how to do video email. And then obviously, since you opted in, I'm going to spam you to death. Okay. So just be aware that you're going to be spam. No, I'm kidding. but yeah, I'll paste that link on the page once the webinar is over, Ben.
If he's just starting out and he has just absolutely nothing, that there's nothing that he can turn to or go on, man, the best thing that he can do is network. In other words, just get out to his local business owners and let them know. Let me get this right. Find out who they are. Find out what they need. Well, you know what they need. They need more money.
Yeah.
You need to figure out how to let them know that you can make them more money without really hammering them over, because they've heard the pitch before. So, I mean, that's the thing. Get out there, get yourself known, make up some business cards, man. Bradley has said it before. Fake it till you make it. So you can put on the SEO expert or whatever it is that you want to brand yourself. But you have to make people aware that your brand exists, what it is that you do, and how it is that you can help them. So get out there, hit the pavement, let them know, you get your business cards out there, get known. And I think that gets some positive results. It's worked for me. I've used Craigslist. I've used just about everything there is. When I needed a client, I mean, I've gone to Craigslist for gigs, and I've bid on jobs that have been posted, Upwork. I've done it all when I needed a client or when I wanted a client to test something.
Personally, I didn't find a whole lot of good results with like going to business networking meetings, like meetup meetings and stuff. I ended up spending more damn time just driving back and forth to the meetings and having to buy bullshit breakfast at IHOP or whatever, like that resulted in such little client work, although it just got me out of my comfort zone and talking about my business. Right. And again, everybody's going to have different results. I'm just saying personally, from my experience, the best results I got was from video emails, and that's selecting, potential clients or whatever, particularly in a niche that you want to work in. And then just crafting a video where you're analyzing their property and not criticizing it, but explaining how it could be improved upon, that kind of stuff. And then sending those personalized emails to the owners or to the business, preferably the owners if possible. And I found, and kind of a hybrid model of the two worked, whereas I would go to the networking meetings and collect business cards and then follow up with those people using video emails. And now that was a kind of a 1-2 punch, and that worked well too.
Nice. Now I'm going to hop in here, and I may get slaughtered on this one by you guys, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyways. Do two things at once. Do what they're saying. And then while you're looking for that, find somebody, hopefully you know somebody who's got a business, just do some work for them to get some results. Get a testimonial from them. Put yourself out there and do something good for them. It doesn't have to be ranking their website on page 1. Just, can you help them with their social media? Can you help them with their content? Can you do a site audit? Do something and get a testimonial from them, because nobody's going to want to hire you if you don't have any, anybody that can refer you. And that's where the real work's going to start coming in, when people start referring you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love this. And if I may add, a couple of things that have helped me tremendously are to leverage communities. Like discussion forums and Facebook groups, for example. And as Bradley was saying, you can really pick what kind of Facebook groups or what kind of communities you're joining. And for example, let's say that you want to work with realtors. Join a realtor group and do not try to teach them real estate. Try to help them with digital marketing or SEO in your case. It's amazing. If you add value over there, it's amazing the amount of work that you can get, because those people are usually trying to get, you will not try to sell them anything, but just be helpful. As Adam was saying, try to do something for them. And it's amazing the amount of contacts that you can get, because those people are actually there, really engaged with the topic. And most of the cases, they are really desperate about finding somebody that they can trust. And the reality is that you can build that trust by actually helping people on those forums or those Facebook groups. And that will get you a ton of recommendations and, private messages, etc. It has happened to me just for the sake of being helpful on discussion forums that are around a niche that you wanna go after, and Facebook groups as well. Posting a really good piece of content over there, Ben, that's related to the problems that they're getting, as Marco was saying, they're not getting enough leads, they're not getting enough sales. That will instantly position yourself as the authority figure in, for example, SEO for realtors, and you will get a ton of private messages, etc. And then off you go, because it's just about being helpful, and do not try to pitch them, because again, they have heard it, but you are actually showing them that you can help them in the future, but by helping them right now. And that's, that has been really valuable for me. And that's a tip that, I hope you use, because it's super, it's amazing the amount of feedback that you can get by just being helpful and dedicating like 1 or 2 hours a day, just spending time on those forums and communities and being helpful. So,
yeah.
Being helpful, if I can just add, being helpful works. Yeah. We're going on our 104th episode trying to be helpful, and the whole Semantic Mastery brand has practically been built on being helpful. So
that's true. We've been at it for 2 years now. Well, next week it will be 2 years on Hump Day Hangout. So, and the last thing I want to mention about that, Ben, is I've always used video SEO as a foot in the door too. As far as video email for prospecting, but video SEO is a foot in the door typically. Video SEO is not my primary method of making money. I love to use video SEO, but it's specifically as a foot in the door, because it's something that, although I know it's way more difficult than it was even a year ago or 2 years ago to rank for local terms, you could take a long-tailed keyword that's like not competitive at all. Once you've even before you initiate the contact with a prospect, and rank something for them with their branding on it, so that when you send them a video prospecting email, you can show them the property that you ranked, like show them a video. And it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. It's just to show them that you know what you're doing, because how will they know? For the vast majority of prospects aren't going to know whether it was a difficult keyword to rank for. For example, you could rank for like your keyword plus zip code, right? So your keyword plus city plus zip code, because it's very rare that people search by zip code. They do, but it's rare. So you could rank a video for that fairly easily, most likely. And then you could just point that out in your video prospecting email that you send to that specific prospect and say, hey, look, I did this just to show you I know what I'm talking about. Would you be interested in, in some additional marketing help that can drive more leads in your business and help you to make more money, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense. So, again, video, and that way you could do something for free for them to prove that you know what you're doing. But I agree with what Adam said, and that's just finding, some people that you can be helpful, and Hernan as well, people that you can be helpful with, and then maybe offer up some free services in exchange for referrals. That's another good tactic. Say, look, I'll help you set up, optimize your maps listing, and maybe perhaps, build, rank a YouTube video for you or whatever. And then all I ask for in return is that you give me 3 business referrals, three other people that that are in business that could potentially use help with marketing.
I just want to say real quick too, everybody who's requesting access, we're going to include that link in the Friday email. So if you're not signed up to it, go to semanticmastery.com, get signed up, and that'll be on the Friday email. Also, if you're watching this in the future from some other point in time, since we get a lot of people watching the replays, shoot us an email at support@semanticmastery.com, and we'll get you the link for the video prospecting.
Yeah, and guys, I'm going to drop it on this events page as soon as we get done. Okay, so I'll just post it in about 15 minutes. Okay, you guys, it'll be right here on the event page.